If I asked you to guess what the poorest area in America would be, you would likely assume that it was somewhere in Michigan, California, New Jersey, or New York. However, what if I told you that that wasn't even close? That the actual poorest region in America stretches throughout southeastern Kentucky into parts of West Virginia. Most cities in this area have a poverty rate nearing 40 to 50%. Me and 3 of my friends loaded up and drove almost 3 hours to southeastern Kentucky to interview some of the residents and really see how bad it actually is. This, ladies and gentlemen, is Surviving 24 Hours in America's Poorest Region.
Right now we are in one of the poorest towns in all of America. We are in Wolfe County or Campton, Kentucky. This is one of the poorest regions in the entire country with a poverty rate nearing 40%. Nearly 40% of the children here living in poverty as well. We're gonna see how they survive, how they live. We're gonna interview some people. We got Jaden over here. We got Riley. We got Chris behind the camera. New cameraman debut. Eli left for the military, so we can do with what we got. So far, not so good. We have walked down Main Street pretty much, and there are like 2 buildings that are still operational, 2 businesses at least. Been getting a lot of weird looks. I think they can tell we're not from here. Riley's been asleep since before we left Tennessee.
Court is right across the road.
He's revving his shit. Look, turn up, bro. Oh my God. This is one of the businesses that they have here on Main Street. It's the Catholic Thrift Shop. They're closed until Thursday. This is Yoga on Main. They're closed as well. All classes are donation based. Classes are for 14 years and up. Oh, and there's a police officer right there. This is their gym down here. Silver sneaker classes, so clearly they got some sort of money. Karate studio right here. They're closed today as well. They're only open Tuesday through Thursday. You could go to the attorney at law and then go to the courthouse, and it's within a block of each other. The biggest law office in the county is probably right there, and the courthouse is the big ass building in the back. They're supposed to be open. The hours. Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, my ass. I am interested to see like what they do here. If the businesses are always closed pretty much, which is kind of the common theme that we're seeing. They closed the museum of Wolfe County due to structural damage. It is currently unsafe to open the museum to the public. We hope to reopen soon. God, that's terrible. Would you mind being in an interview real quick? First off, can I get your name real quick?
Rita Branham.
How long have you lived in Wolfe County?
Probably about 15 years now.
Is it pretty noticeable that it's one of the poorest areas in America?
Yeah.
Is there any like specific reasoning for it being one of the poorer regions? Big drug problem? Is it like a lack of jobs?
Lack of jobs and a lot of drugs.
Would you tell me what kind of drugs there are around here that are really rampant?
Meth and the heroin and the fentanyl, all the bad stuff.
You see a lot of overdoses in these parts?
I hear a lot.
What do you guys do for fun around here?
We have a park, and then we have little get-togethers and things. Mostly people just drive around.
Is there any like good place to eat? We drove all the way from Knoxville, Tennessee.
Right here.
Right here?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. We'll stop by and we'll get something, all right?
All right.
All right,
Thank
we
you.
appreciate it so much.
You're welcome.
They serve food here. You guys hungry?
Nah.
If I get something, you won't share it with me?
Like what?
I'm gonna go over there and look at the menu. Come here. We got a little bit of this and a little bit of that. What's good here?
Right here, wings, potatoes, corn dogs, and we make a special
Okay.
potatoes, and we have stir fry today.
Oh, okay. What flavor are your wings down here?
It's like a spice, but they're not hot.
Okay, awesome. Can I get a serving of these? Can we also get a corn dog, please, ma'am?
Give Jade my corn dog later.
Okay. You get a lot of outsiders coming around here?
At times we do, like in the summer, a lot of people come in, like tourists.
We saw on Google that this place is known for like hiking and rock climbing. That's an interesting thing that you don't see all too often
In
for
the
a lot of
forest,
towns.
Yeah. In the forest.
Is this area super religious?
At times it is. It
Yeah.
really is.
On the way here, we passed by Dollar General's, a Family Dollar, some random grocery store, and a bunch of churches, and that's it. So that's why I was wondering. All right, thank you so much.
Y'all have a good day.
All right, you too. I got wings, some sort of dry rub. Riley got a sausage, egg, and cheese.
Yeah,
Jaden got a yoo-hoo. Chris got a corn dog, big ass corn dog. Cheers me.
It's stuck to the paper.
We'll peel it off.
I'm trying.
Cheers. Oh, that's actually solid. Try biting my wing, bro. Based off the first bite, out of 5 stars, what would you give it? Presentation's sloppy, but the heart is pure.
The sausage is good.
For your sake, I love to hear that. I'd say the wings are probably like I'm gonna give it another bite. Like a 3 or 4 stars out of 5. They give it a 3.5. Now Chris gets to try his corn dog. We'll really see the full test.
Don't try to fucking work. You take the stick out your motherfucking corn dog.
Yeah.
Out of 5 stars, Chris, what would you give it?
I got 2.
You want to try a wing?
Sure. It tastes like this place smells. I don't know, this one's probably like a 2.5. I don't know how I'm feeling about this.
Alright, so we just got done pooping at the local park, and now we are on the way to the only fast food restaurant in town. They have a Dairy Queen.
Yeah, let's go!
We were talking to the lady that worked at the gas station that gave us the interview. Dairy Queen is literally all they have. The lady in the gas station said if they opened up a McDonald's or Taco Bell in here, the restaurants here would die out. I will see you all at the Dairy Queen. This is the only fast food place in the entire town. Yeah. Can I just get a small cookie dough blizzard? All right, that'll be it. Were you born and raised here?
I was born in Winchester.
Is it like normal for it to be like this poor here?
Yeah.
So after concluding everything in Wolf County, we ate at the Dairy Queen, we ate at one of the only other restaurants that they had at the Marathon gas station. We decided to head about 30 to 40 minutes to Lee County, aka Owsley, Kentucky. Now, funny thing about this place was it was actually the poorest county in America at one point. Quick Google search gives you all the information that you really need. Back in 2010, it grossed the 3rd least average annual income at just over $10,000 a year for a median household income. Big reason for this county being one of the poorest in America is the fact that the government kind of got rid of all their jobs. In this area, it was very common to either be a coal miner or to be a tobacco farmer, and when the government kind of got rid of those industries, all the jobs went away. So with the government letting down this area, we decided to travel on over and see what the locals had to say about it.
Took a little trip. The city has roughly a little bit under a 30% poverty rate. We're gonna see if kind of there's a reoccurring theme here as to why this area of the country in so much poverty. Oh shit, that's a cool little store. Actually, I kinda like this place. It's a good vibe in here. Bro, Chris, it's Benson. Out of curiosity, we asked one of the ladies there why she thought that this area was the poorest in the country. And she said that there was a lot of hard drugs, methamphetamine, and a lack of jobs. Does that seem to be kind of like a reoccurring theme kind of here?
It's the lack of jobs and stuff. People don't have jobs. They have to find a way to make money.
All right, well, I appreciate you so much for answering some of my questions. What's your name?
Tamara.
Tamara? All right, well, I'm Bryson. It was very nice to meet you, all right? Find anything you like. $19.99. They got some Wii games. I like little stores like this. 30 bucks for these. Homer Bailey. Oh my God, bro. With these smaller towns, I think they are less likely to try to talk to the camera because I feel like they are more reserved. I think this is something that they don't really see all too often. I'm trying to be as respectful as I can. I feel like I've done a pretty good job. You can disagree with me in the comments if you want. This is very small town coded. This is some shit you would see on small town aesthetic TikTok. You know exactly what I'm talking about. My buddy Johnny sends me them all the time. This is the diner I was talking about, bro. They're closed today though. So the median household income for the city, roughly $50,000, which is a little bit less than the average annual salary in America by itself. The whole city makes less than the average American does is super, super crazy. We are filming a documentary right now about this being the poorest region in America. We're looking around just trying to like find people that'd be willing to take an interview, answer a couple questions. Not in the store? Okay, we can head out. Okay, we can head out. See what I mean? And everything is so much more expensive here. Like it's $3.79 for gas, $5.29 for diesel. I know for a fact the diesel in Tennessee is 30 cents cheaper. It's $4.99. Crazy. The centerpiece of downtown, the Legacy Artisan Corner, closes at 9 p.m. every day. Man, if only we had some cheap paint, we could slap our hands on there real quick. Not a whole lot going on here. Noticing a lot of people walk everywhere they go. Pass by a couple walkers.
We did end up running into this one guy that was riding this really beautiful purple motorcycle. He wouldn't give us his name, and he also really didn't want to talk on camera. However, we did record audio of it. The wind messed it up. So I will just break down pretty much everything he said here. He talked about how the cost of living was lower, so the household income statistic was kind of overblown in his opinion. He also said that it was kind of a situation where you have to make do with what you have. So obviously there are less jobs there, and people will have to go out of town and work. But basically all he said was they just need to Bound Together, he sent us on our merry way over to this little childcare business, and we got this really, really wonderful lady to speak to, and she was just a great interview.
Oh, you're beautiful. She's definitely pregnant. You can tell by the nipples. Look at Jaden saving the poverty dogs. So a lot of this new architecture, I've noticed that like there's new sidewalks, the streets kind of look like they've been renovated in the last couple of years, and there's a lot of new murals going up and everything. So that's you attribute that to like the mayor and a change of hand at leadership?
Yeah, and
Okay.
Also the county judge executive. We've gained a lot of resources that were necessary because I mean, you know, you can send somebody to rehab. They don't have the resources necessary to maintain.
Are you a lifelong native here? Like, were you like born and raised here, or did you move here?
I was born one county over.
Okay.
But this is my home. I've
Okay.
been here since 2007.
Okay, I was born a year before that, so I'm...
Oh, wow. We're not going to talk about when I was born.
Was this a big coal mining community? I know
Tobacco.
Tobacco, okay. That's interesting.
Yes.
And what kind of happened with that?
Government put down on the tobacco, we lost that, and it wasn't supplemented with something else. They didn't replace it with something else.
Right, so then,
Login
a bunch of people were just out of work.
Our county is one of those that, you know, we had people who were in the coal, who were in the lumber, and then our tobacco.
Did you see an influx of people kind of move away and kind of use what resources they had while they could?
Yeah, we also had a mindset of our kids need to get out of here. Owsley was the poorest county in the United States.
All right, well, we appreciate your time so much. Can I get your name?
Mamie Richardson.
All right, well, we appreciate it so much.
Well, I don't know that I answered them very well, but
I think you answered them incredibly, and I think that the people will love to hear from you. All right. What an incredible interview that lady was. That was impeccable. The wind is terrible out here, so hopefully the mic isn't too messed up.
So after surviving America's poorest region for 24 hours, here are a couple things that I have to say. One, I am shocked at like how community-based these places are. It was really beautiful to see how bound together these little places were. It felt like kind of a place where everyone knew everyone. Obviously lower populations in the town run into a situation where you gotta kind of love on each other, even though the government kind of screwed them over. They didn't like use it as an excuse. In the end, we need to take some notes from them, live more like these people. With that being said, I hope you all enjoyed the video. Thank you for all the love on the last video, the gas station video. I really appreciate it, and it really makes me happy to see that you all are enjoying the content that I'm producing. Thank you for all the love that I will get on this video. Like, subscribe, comment, feel free to share. See you next week.